Imagine this. You've just landed in a new country. The airport is buzzing with people. Signs are in English. You walk up to passport control and suddenly realize this is it. You need to speak English. Your heart races. You try to remember everything you studied, but your mind feels completely blank. Does that sound familiar? If you've ever dreamed of traveling the world, but worried about your English when you get there, this episode is for you. Welcome to episode 20 of TalkFlow English, where we help you learn real, useful English for real-life situations. In this episode, we're going to help you speak with confidence anywhere your travels take you, from the moment you leave your home, to arriving at the airport, to checking into your hotel, to ordering food, and asking for help when you're lost. We'll cover it all, with natural phrases, friendly tone, and real conversation tips that make traveling easier and more fun. Because English is not just a language, it's your passport to the world. So pack your bags, grab your headphones, and let's start this journey together. This is English for Travel. Speak with confidence anywhere you go. Let's go. Today we're starting with your first steps. What to say when you begin your journey. Maybe you're heading to the airport. You need to get a taxi, check in for your flight, or ask for directions. Here are some of the most common phrases you'll use and how to say them naturally. Let's start with asking for a taxi. You can say, "Excuse me, can you call a taxi for me?" "I need a taxi to the airport, please." "How much is a ride to the airport?" Keep your voice polite and clear. Most drivers will understand if you speak slowly and smile. Now, once you're in the taxi, the driver may ask, "Where to?" or "Where are you going?" You can respond, "To the International Airport, Terminal 2, please." Or if you have a specific airline, "To the British Airways Terminal, please." Adding "please" at the end always helps. It shows respect. And if you don't understand what the driver says, that's okay. You can simply say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "I'm not sure I understand. Can you speak slowly?" Most people are happy to help if you're kind and calm. Now, let's talk about the airport. When you arrive, the first thing you'll do is check in. Here's how that conversation might go. Airline staff: "Hello? May I see your passport?" You: "Sure. Here you go." Airline staff: "Do you have any luggage to check in?" You: "Yes, one suitcase." "Okay, please place it on the scale." "No problem." Sometimes they may ask, "Did you pack your bags yourself?" Or, "Are you carrying any liquids or sharp objects?" These are safety questions. Just answer honestly. "Yes, I packed it myself." "No, I don't have any liquids or sharp items." If you're not sure what to say, just ask. "Sorry, what does that mean?" It's okay to ask. People will often explain. You're not expected to be perfect, just polite and clear. Let's pause here for a second. Can you feel it? You're already learning the English you'll really use. Not complicated grammar, not boring vocabulary lists, just real phrases. For real travel. Let's keep going. After check-in, you may go through security. You'll hear things like, "Security officer, please take off your shoes and jacket. Place your laptop in a separate bin." "Do you have any liquids in your bag?" Just follow the instructions. If you're not sure, you can ask, "Is this okay?" "Should I take this out of my bag?" They'll guide you. You don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to stay calm and use simple English. That's the key. Once you pass security, it's time to relax a bit. Find your gate, look at the screens, ask if you're unsure. "Excuse me, where is gate A12?" Is this the right gate for Flight 302? You might want to grab a coffee or a snack before boarding so you can say, "Hi, can I get a coffee to go? Do you have bottled water? How much is this sandwich?" And don't forget, thank you. It always helps. A smile and a kind thank you go a long way, even if your English is still growing. Let me share a quick story. I met a student once. Her name was Min. She was nervous about traveling to the UK. Her English wasn't perfect, and she worried she'd get confused. But she practiced small phrases. She wrote them on cards, and before her trip, she listened to podcasts, just like this one. When she landed in London, she used her notes, spoke slowly, and smiled often. And guess what? She had a great trip. People helped her. She made friends. And her confidence grew every day. That's what this episode is about. Giving you the words and the courage to speak up when it matters most. You've got this. In the next part, we'll cover what to say on the airplane and how to ask questions during the flight. Now, let's take it one step further. Today, we're getting on that plane. We're arriving in a new country, and we're going to practice the most useful English for airports, transportation, and getting to your destination safely and smoothly. So let's dive in. First stop, the airport. You've arrived at the airport. You're excited, maybe a little nervous. And now, it's time to speak English. Here are some must-know phrases. Where is the check-in counter? Can I see your passport, please? Do you have any bags to check? When checking in, remember to smile. Be polite. And if you don't understand something, you can always say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "I'm learning English. Can you speak slowly?" These phrases are powerful, they show confidence, and people will usually help you. Next, security. You might hear, "Take off your shoes, please." Put your bag on the belt. Do you have any liquids? No need to panic. Just listen carefully and follow the instructions. If you're unsure, say, "I don't understand. Can you show me?" Then, it's time to board the plane. Can I see your boarding pass? Your seat is 12A. Would you like something to drink? Airplane English is simple. Just be ready to listen and don't be afraid to ask questions. Let me share something with you. When I traveled to London for the first time, I was nervous too. I remember standing in line for security. The officer asked me something quickly, and I didn't understand. I froze for a second, but then I smiled and said, "Sorry, could you say that again slowly?" He repeated it, and I understood. From that moment on, I realized English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave, about staying calm, and being polite. Now, you've landed. What's next? You need a taxi, or maybe you're taking the train. Let's practice useful phrases. Where can I find a taxi? How much is it to the city center? I'd like to go to this hotel, please. If you're using public transportation, which train goes to downtown? Do I need a ticket? Where is the nearest bus stop? These questions will help you move around with confidence. And remember, you don't have to speak fast. You don't need fancy grammar. Just speak slowly, clearly, and kindly. People respect that. Here's a quick travel tip. Download a translation app. It can help when you're stuck. But try using your English first, because every time you try, you grow, you learn, you become more confident. That's how fluency is built, not in one day, but moment by moment, conversation by conversation. Today's challenge. After this episode, take 5 minutes to practice aloud. Say, "Excuse me, where is the train station?" How much is a ticket to downtown? I'm going to this address. Can you help me? Record yourself. Practice the rhythm. Build your speaking confidence. And in the next part, we'll explore hotel check-in, room requests, and dealing with common travel problems. So stay with us. You're doing great. In the last part, we landed safely. We practiced using English at the airport, asking for a taxi, and getting around a new city. Now it's time to check into your hotel and learn how to handle everyday travel situations with ease. Let's dive right in. Checking into a hotel. When you arrive at your hotel, walk up to the front desk and say, "Hi, I have a reservation." "My name is Maria Gomez." They might ask, "Can I see your ID or passport, please?" "Would you like a single or double room?" "How many nights are you staying?" You can respond, "Here's my passport." "Just one night, please." "Do you have a room with a view?" And once you've checked in, don't forget to ask, "What time is breakfast?" "Is Wi-Fi included?" "How do I get to my room?" Remember, always be polite. Say please and thank you. It makes a big difference. Now, here's a real story. One of our listeners, Daniel from Brazil, traveled to Singapore for a business trip. At the hotel, he needed to ask for a room with a desk, but he didn't know the word, so he pointed at a picture on his phone and said, "Excuse me, I need this for work. Do you have it in the room?" The staff smiled and said, "Oh, a desk, of course." "The key here?" He didn't stop speaking. He found a way to communicate. And that's what we want for you too. You don't need perfect English, you just need brave English. Let's talk about travel problems. Sometimes things go wrong. Maybe your bag is lost. Maybe your room isn't ready. Maybe you miss your train. Don't panic. Use calm, clear English like this. "Excuse me, I think there's a problem with my room." "My bag hasn't arrived. Can you help me?" "I missed my bus. When is the next one?" Always stay calm, take a deep breath, and speak with kindness. Most people will do their best to help. And remember this golden phrase, "I'm learning English. Could you speak slowly, please?" That one sentence can open so many doors. Let's do a quick role play together. Imagine this. You walk into a hotel lobby. "Hello, I have a reservation under John Lee." Receptionist, "Welcome, Mr. Lee. May I see your passport?" "Yes, here it is. Is breakfast included?" Receptionist, "Yes, from 7 to 10 a.m. on the first floor." "Great. One more thing. Is there Wi-Fi in the room?" Receptionist, "Yes, the password is on the key card." Just like that, a smooth conversation. Practice this scene aloud after the episode. You'll be amazed how quickly it becomes easy. Today's practice challenge. After this part, take a moment and speak aloud. "Hi, I have a reservation." "What time is checkout?" "Excuse me, my key card isn't working." "Can I get a towel, please?" Repeat each phrase. Record yourself. Hear how natural it begins to sound. And we're getting closer to becoming truly confident travelers who speak English with ease. In the last part, we explored the airport, how to check in, ask about delays, and go through security. Today, we take things a little further. Let's talk about something exciting, but also a bit scary for many travelers, interacting with locals, whether you're ordering street food, joining a local tour, or just asking someone for help on the street. These are the moments that make travel unforgettable. And guess what? You don't need perfect English to connect. You just need a few friendly phrases, a confident smile, and the willingness to try. Let's go. Imagine this. You're in a new city. You walk into a small, cozy cafe. The menu is in English, but some words are unfamiliar. A waiter comes up and says, "Hey there, what can I get started for you?" Now what? Let's break it down. Here are some great ways to respond. "Hi, I'm still deciding. Could I have a minute, please?" "What's your most popular dish?" "I'm allergic to peanuts. Can you recommend something safe?" These kinds of phrases show confidence, even if your vocabulary is limited. And remember, you don't have to know everything. If you don't understand something, just say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it, please?" "What does that word mean?" "Can you speak a little slower?" Most people will be happy to help, especially if you're polite and kind. Let me tell you about Diego. He's one of our listeners from Brazil. Diego went to London for the first time, and he was nervous about speaking English. One day he stopped at a small bakery. He wanted a sandwich, but didn't recognize some of the words. Instead of panicking, he smiled and said, "Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is?" The lady behind the counter smiled back. She explained each item slowly and clearly. They even ended up chatting about football. Diego told us later, "That small moment gave me huge confidence. It reminded me that I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be present." That's what real-world English is all about. Not grammar, not perfection, connection. Let's practice some everyday local interactions. Asking for recommendations. "Hi, do you know a good local place to eat nearby?" "What's something traditional I should try while I'm here?" Talking to shop owners. "Do you take credit cards?" "Can I try this on?" "Is there a discount if I buy two?" Meeting new people on tours. "Hi, where are you from?" "Is this your first time visiting?" "What else do you plan to see?" Notice how simple these questions are? But they open doors to real conversations. The more you use English in small, simple ways, the more confident you'll feel each day. Think of it like building a bridge. Every sentence you speak is a brick. Every smile is the cement. Soon, you've built a path to real connection. And now we're talking about something very important: how to ask for help when you need it. We all love the idea of a perfect trip, beautiful views, great food, friendly people. But sometimes, things go wrong. Your bag goes missing, your phone dies, you feel sick, or lost, or scared. And in those moments, English becomes more than just a skill. It becomes your lifeline. That's why, in this part, we'll give you the exact phrases and confidence you need to stay calm, stay safe, and get the help you deserve. Let's begin. Let's start with a common travel issue: losing your luggage. You're at the airport, but your bag didn't arrive. You can say, "Excuse me, my luggage didn't come. Can you help me? I think my suitcase is missing. It was on flight 842 from Tokyo." Who should I speak to about lost baggage? Keep your tone calm. Breathe. Airport staff deal with this every day. You're not alone. Now let's talk about something more serious: medical emergencies. Maybe you feel sick at your hotel, or you trip and injure your leg. Here are some powerful phrases. "I don't feel well. Can you call a doctor?" "Is there a pharmacy nearby?" "I need help. It's an emergency." "I have an allergy. I need a hospital." And if you're calling emergency services, you can say, "I need an ambulance." "There's been an accident at your location." "Someone is hurt. Please send help." Practice these phrases slowly. Let them become part of your instinct. You may never need them, but if you do, They could make all the difference. Now, what if you get lost? Maybe your phone dies, or you take the wrong bus. Here's what you can say. Excuse me, I think I'm lost. Can you help me find this address? Can you show me on the map? Is there a police station nearby? I'm trying to get to my hotel, but I don't know the way. It's okay to ask for help. It's not weakness. It's smart. Locals often want to help tourists. Your kindness and effort to speak English will go a long way. Let me tell you about Zara. She was traveling alone in Italy. On her second day, she twisted her ankle while walking. She didn't know many Italian words, but she stayed calm. She said, "Excuse me, I need help. I hurt my foot." A local man helped her to a nearby clinic. The staff spoke basic English. They treated her quickly, kindly, professionally. Zara later told us, "It was scary, but using simple English helped me stay in control. I didn't panic. I just asked for help." And that's what we want for you. Confidence, clarity, calmness, even in the unexpected. Let's quickly review some essential emergency phrases. I need help. I lost my passport. Is there a police station nearby? Please call an ambulance. Can I use your phone? I don't understand. Can you speak slowly? Write these down. Practice them with a friend, or repeat them with this podcast until they feel natural. Remember, you don't have to say everything perfectly, just clearly, kindly, with confidence. In the final section of this video, we're going to bring everything together, from booking a trip, to ordering food, to asking for help. You've built amazing travel English skills. You made it. Over the past 5 parts, we've walked through real practical English. From booking your trip, to arriving in a new country, to ordering food, asking for directions, and even handling emergencies. You've learned phrases, you've gained confidence, and most importantly, you've proven to yourself that you can speak English in the real world. So now, let's bring it all together. Let's make your next trip not just exciting, but empowering. Let's start with one more essential skill: ending a conversation politely. Sometimes you've asked your question, you got the help you needed. Now you want to say goodbye respectfully. Here are a few natural ways to do that. Thanks so much for your help. Have a great day. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's all I needed. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Short, kind, confident. These small phrases leave a good impression, and they're often the last words someone will remember from you. Now let's do something powerful. Let's review some of your new travel superpowers. You can book a hotel in English. You can ask for directions clearly. You can order meals and ask for changes. You can make small talk with strangers. You can handle emergencies and ask for help. And you can leave a conversation with confidence and kindness. That's a huge achievement. And the best part? These aren't just travel skills, so they're life skills. Because speaking English isn't just about language. It's about connection. It's about understanding people. It's about feeling confident anywhere in the world. Let me tell you something I truly believe. You don't have to speak perfect English to have a perfect trip. You just need to speak with heart, with courage, and with kindness. A smile, a simple phrase like, "Excuse me" or "Thank you" can open doors anywhere on earth. And when you speak with honesty, people listen. They help. They connect. They remember you. So whether you're in a busy airport in New York, a quiet cafe in Paris, a street market in Bangkok, or a train station in Rome. You can speak, you can connect, you can be confident. Here's what I want you to take with you. You know more than you think. You're more ready than you feel. And you're growing every time you practice. Even just 10 minutes a day. Every time you listen, every time you repeat, every time you say, "Can you help me?" or "Where is the station?" You're becoming the confident, capable English speaker you were meant to be, and that's something to be proud of. So, wherever your next trip takes you, whatever new places you explore, whoever you meet along the way, remember this: you've got the words, you've got the skills, and you've got the voice to speak up anywhere you go. Thank you for joining me on this journey. This was episode 20 of TalkFlow English, English for Travel. Speak with confidence anywhere you go. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow traveler or learner. And as always, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep connecting. You're not just learning English. You're changing your world. Until next time, safe travels and happy speaking.